Greetings, friends!
Hello, heavy travelers!
Welcome back to Seattle. It is our final full day here before we board our Alaskan cruise tomorrow. But we have a lot of fun on the horizon today. We have about a 2.5 hour drive ahead of us here. We are heading out to the Pacific coast. So let's go ahead and get it started. Our final full day here in the Seattle-ish area, Washington, begins right now.
Now we are currently at Tong Point, which is in the Salt Creek recreational area. There's like camping and stuff all throughout here. It looks really nice. But what we want to get into is this, checking out all the little tidy pools and all the little critters that are in them. There's so many people with donkeys here exploring. And look, that island over there, look how much it's curved. That looks awesome. It's like a C for cheddar. No, Chelsy, of course. Cheddar Chelsy.
Here's where we're going, the actual Tong Point. The part that sticks out all the way there.
There are stairs here to help you make your way down. And then obviously you'll be climbing on some rocks at some point. All right, stair time's over. Now it's time for nature stairs. Now, we are only able to walk on this right now because it is low tide, which changes daily and stuff, but for us today, low tide was at like 10:48 a.m. and we got here at like around 11, maybe a little after. So we'll have time to check everything out, but we're going out all the way to the point first, since that's going to be where the water comes first.
Our understanding is we have about 40 minutes before it rapidly starts coming back in, the tide, out at the point. So they do say it's best to get here right before actual low tide, because then you can get up before all the creatures are aware, but we'll work with what we have here. We're going to go all the way out.
We're going to go all the way because that's what's going to get re-watered again first, and then we'll come check out the stuff in the back. We made it! I will say, it is more of a walk from back there than it looks, especially since the ground is so like slippy because of the seaweed and rocks and stuff, so just be careful. But how cool is this?
Now we are wearing our Allbirds wool shoes, and want to know more about Allbirds? It's a shoe company that we partner with. We'll have a video linked in the description. But we're wearing our wool ones. The outside is covered with wool, so these are not waterproof, but they are water resistant. So it's a really good option for this. However, I think my recommendation would be to get yourself a good pair of water shoes, like you can find in our Amazon shop, the ones we wear that have those really thick rubbery soles with good grip, because then you're not worried about getting your shoes too wet, and you can also have, you know, resistance to the dangerous things and grip to help you get around.
Yeah, just make sure whatever you have has good grip, because it is like really, really slippery.
Slippery, he said.
Yeah.
And we begin our tidal pool exploration by looking at these.
What do you think that is?
They're almost like anemones or something. I'm not sure what they are exactly, but they have a nice green color to them. You can see some of the larger ones still in the water down here at the edge. Those are beautiful.
Also, if you've never seen a clam or a mussel or anything before, wow, are you in a treat? You'll get a lifetime of experience in just one step. See, they're not like, oh, I don't know if there's anything in these or not, but yeah, that's what they look like up close. They're just millions of them out here.
It's pretty crazy too, despite the ongoing current and the waves splashing in. Once the bubbles clear from the waves, it's crazy how clear the water actually is. It's not silty, it's not mucky, it's not churned up. It's very clear water. Once the bubbles are gone, you can actually see, like even over there, zoom in a bit more, you can start to see some of the things that are underneath, the different shells, those colorful things that look like anemones. Look at them all right there in a line. That is so cool. And to give an idea of the level of the water rising, you can see it's low tide again, like we said, all the way down. We've climbed up here on this pretty large rock, and yet at the top, there are a couple of pools. still remaining. So the water does get all the way up here. Check it out. Purple urchin.
There's so many more of these purple urchins over here.
So we read online that you have low tide for around 40 minutes or so, and then the tide aggressively starts coming back in very, very quickly. And we are seeing that's the case. You get these huge waves start splashing in. This area was just quote unquote dry just a minute ago, and now you see it has standing water all around it. Chelsy better get to higher ground quickly.
If you time this up right, you could totally have a Little Mermaid moment. Part of your world.
It just started raining. It's our first rain for being, we're not near Seattle, we're like way off Seattle, but in the Seattle, Washington area.
I know.
Been here for a few days and this is the first time it's rained.
We had good luck. We were paying so much attention to the water on the ground, we didn't think about water coming from the sky. Look at how pretty these huge shells are. Especially like the ones that have some of this blue in it. Those are really cool.
On our way back in, found some little tiny crabs. See, there's a couple in that shell there. One there. And all around in there. Apparently someone said there was an octopus out there all the way at the deepest part. We looked around, but we didn't see anything. That would have been really cool. I'm glad someone got to see it. The growth off of this shell, this looks like crab claws. Dinosaur feet or something. Super cool.
Ooh, take a look at this rock. It looks like it's a dinosaur egg. Okay, I take it back. This one really looks like a dinosaur egg. Like I'm questioning things. Like, do I have the responsibility to do something about this now that I've found it, or do I just leave it here? Well, if dinosaurs take over the world again, you can blame me, I guess, because I'm just leaving it here. Okay, you know how we said before it was slippery? Well, now that it's rained, it's really slippery. So you have to be really, really careful when you walk. But otherwise, this was fun. Highly recommend. It was a good time.
Now that we finished our quest, we checked the board and see what we saw. We did not see any sea stars. They were not present. Saw lots of the mussels, of course. The mossy chittens we saw. Hermit crabs we saw. No blood star. We saw the purple urchins, and those were anemones. We were right. Giant green anemones. Tide pool sculpin we did not see.
Okay, Matt. Where are we going to next?
We're heading to Forks, Washington. And of course, Forks is most well known for being named after an eating utensil.
Nothing else.
I've also been told some kind of film was set there. Yeah.
It probably wasn't a big deal.
Probably not.
Probably haven't seen it. Probably nobody has seen it.
Something called like Dusk or something.
Yeah. We're not here to find any werewolves or vampires or other mystical creatures, but we are here to get some lunch for a picnic. This is a very nice place to stop and get lunch. I mean, they have like an actual deli here to get meat and everything, but then they have to-go stuff over here as well. Salads, sandwiches, hummus, that kind of thing. But it's actually like pretty much a full grocery store as well, including baked items. And they have some souvenirs here as well. Since we're right next to Olympic National Park, which is where we're going to right now, they have some sweatshirts for that. They have postcards, and they have some Forks sweatshirts as well, in case you want a little souvenir from that. And funny enough, I haven't seen any Twilight stuff here at all, but I have seen a lot of Sasquatch stuff. So if you're into Sasquatch, you can get a little souvenir here. Oh, I stand corrected. There it is. Turn left on Upper Hill Road. Did Christmas come early this year?
I don't know why.
Because we're in the rainforest. But really just one ho. I just added dramatic effect.
You made it your own. That's all anyone could ask for.
Santa would be proud of me. There's so much moss. And lichen. Moss and lichen alike.
In the moss.
You liking the lichen? I really want to just add an extra O right there. And then it could officially be a ho-ho rainforest. All right, it was a bit of a wait to get in. And by bit, I mean a lot.
Between an hour and an hour and a half. I'm not sure exactly. Because we didn't start watching it because we didn't know what was going on at first.
Yeah.
But yeah, the car's backed up away. There's like metered traffic, so you had to wait for people to leave before you could go in kind of thing. But we're here now.
We're here now. We made it to the Ho Rainforest Visitor Center, so we're going to pop in real quick, check it out, and then maybe do a little trail. Not a huge one, a little gift shop and some displays and an otter.
Average annual rainfall of 138 inches. And this is cool because they show you how much on average per month. But they have this little gauge here, rainfall year to date. So that's about where we're at. About 68, something like that, inches. And gonna keep climbing. And apparently can climb a lot in those last 3 months. Oh yeah, my parents are telling me that there's banana slugs here. It'd be cool to see one of those. This wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Trails of Hoth. No. Trails at the Ho Rainforest. Several trails. I think we're gonna do this little mini trail because it's a miniature one right here off the visitor center. That's a large tree, bud.
I'm not even close to being able to reach around.
No. Careful, perritos. Careful.
I have something I've never told you before. I do have some vampire powers. Really, I'll prove it.
Okay.
Look how fast I can run. Watch. You ready?
Wow, that was blazing fast.
It was.
Good thing the rain is coming down to help put out that fire.
I know it was kind of hard to see while we were driving, but like the amount of moss that is in this park is just insane. It is literally everywhere, up every single tree, like just completely covered. Well, that was a good time. There's definitely a lot more trails like to be done, like a lot longer ones. We just did the one short one, but I enjoyed it very much. It was cool like walking into the forest. That was really nice.
Man, we were just about to leave and I decided to use the bathroom. Good thing I did because I found one. I found a banana slug. Finally. Well, there you have it, friends. That is going to do it for us for all of our fun activities here. But tomorrow is where the adventure really begins. We are boarding our first ever Alaskan cruise.
Tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is the day that we are here for. Although I will say I really enjoyed getting to know the Seattle area. I didn't know much about Seattle other than the Space Needle and that it apparently is pretty rainy and Dr. Gray gets into dramatic events here. But other than that, I didn't know much about Seattle, and it's quite beautiful and a lot to enjoy. So I'm glad we were here for a couple days.
Absolutely, but we will see you back tomorrow as we board Royal Caribbean's Quantum of the Seas, sailing out of Alaska, or no, sailing out of Seattle, excuse me, and heading up to Alaska. But until then, we're signing off for tonight. See you back tomorrow for the big day. Happy travels!
I'm so excited!